So how do you create a feeling of safety for your students regarding vulnerability to exhibit their strengths and their weaknesses in the dynamic of the group discussion?
So in the beginning of the year, we talked a lot about having a growth mindset so that the kids understand that making mistakes is a good thing as long as you're learning from them. And so we also talk about having respectful discussions. So a lot of the times the kids are used to debating with each other just casually out in the hallways when they're talking, and it tends to become an arguing match, and that's what they're used to. So they have to be taught how to talk to each other respectfully, even when they're disagreeing. And sometimes it gets heated, and you have to remind them that the tone matters and also what they're saying. So no, you're not saying, "That was stupid. How'd you get that?" You'll say, "I disagree with you." And then you're trying to figure out why you disagree with them and explaining that. So just leading the kids through actually what a respectful discussion would look like, because most of them don't know.
Yes, and I've in visiting different schools and of course watching and in my past experience teaching, agree. Mm-hmm. You know, a discussion and an argument in a sense are the same, but to them it's very different. Mm-hmm. And most of it's arguing. Mm-hmm. And to try to train them to not argue, to not be defensive, to wait until you heard the whole point before you, and those are things adults struggle with.
Right.
So it's not unique to children. I think it's unique to people. One thing I did notice in the lesson, and we jump into that, is I noticed that some of the students, their tone varied, but nobody got crazy. And I noticed that some of the students in their little group redirected them about tone, which I thought was pretty powerful. This is stellar. Thank you so much. It's going to be so useful, great tool, and I'm really happy you worked with me on this. And again, I do want to come back and catch that other group. Let them see the dynamic that group had to offer as well. So thank you again, and I guess that's it.
All right.